it looks to be getting even worse as we speak. There is a ton of video that I have to show all of you. Let me show you this clip right here. This is earlier. This is these people are nuts. They're absolutely nuts. Right here, watch.
You're killing everybody on that side. Cross the street.
Now, what's interesting is just within the last few minutes, and I have to see if I can find it, but right now, as we speak, and you're looking at it on this screen, you got thousands of anti-ICE rioters have taken over the 101 freeway and shut it down completely. Hundreds of drivers are trapped on the expressway with violent rioters. It's time to deploy the Marines. That's what a post that I'm looking at right now. But listen, this is the insanity that we're dealing with right now. Okay. With all of the chaos going on, in Los Angeles right now, would you believe it? I'm not making this up. I'm actually going to show you so you don't think that I'm making this up, because it would almost sound like a fucking meme. Governor Gavin Newsom has formally requested President Trump rescind the deployment of National Guard to Los Angeles and return them to Newsom's command. This is a serious breach, he says. Oh my God, dude. These people, Gavin Newsom is a complete psychopath. So President Trump released a statement earlier, and this is what President Trump had to say.
What's the bar for sending Marines to
the bar is what I think it is. I mean, if we see danger to our country and to our citizens, we'll be very, very strong in terms of law and order. It's about law and order. We're going to be watching it very closely. And when they spit at people, you know, they spit. That's their new thing. They spit, and worse, you know what they throw at them, right? And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit. And I told them, nobody's going to spit on our police officers. Nobody's going to spit on our military, which they do as a common thing. They get up to them this far away, and then they start spitting in their face. That happens, they get hit very hard.
Yes, this is so awesome. They spit, we hit.
To invoke that Insurrection Act, you still plan to send troops?
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart like it was under Biden and his auto pen.
And his auto pen. All right, so here you have the mostly peaceful protest going on.
From behind them, we'll see what they plan to do, whether they're going to form a skirmish line here and start backing these people up and back them up the on-ramp the way we've seen them be pushed back from the entrance to the federal building.
I want to show you what we're dealing with right now. So during a live CNN broadcast, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass stated that there's no need for federal troops to be deployed in the city.
Spread them out a bit. Now, obviously, they're trying to disperse them. I'm curious if now that the National Guard troops are there on the ground, if there is any urgency on the police department's part to really put out an even stronger force and a stronger posture to get this under control, so you can, and I know your governor has said that they don't want, that he's formally requested that the National Guard troops go back, that they're not needed. Were those things correlated?
Well, I absolutely agree with the governor in asking that the troops be withdrawn. I don't think that is the way to bring peace in Los Angeles. I think that our law enforcement officers can handle this situation, but I just have to repeat again, it's a feeling here of intentional chaos in a situation that had not broken out to violence, short of a few people, and there's nothing unusual about it.
Mostly peaceful, guys. Mostly peaceful. Right here, mostly peaceful.
People
Okay.
that are there to protest. We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest. The president is sending the National Guard because he doesn't like the scenes. He doesn't like the scenes of people peacefully protesting. We are having an administration.
This is just mental illness at this point in time is what this is. So now we have 3 cars on fire. They're probably going to set the 4th one on fire. I don't remember how many cars are there. Is it 5 total? And again, just want to be clear. These are the mostly peaceful protests that Karen Bass says it won't be a problem at all. We can handle it. This isn't a situation that, you know, President Trump needs to get involved with.
They're authorized it that way, but certainly when you have groups like this, from what we've seen, Tommy Penn over here to the left here, it's the vast majority are people taking videos, people waving flags, people walking around, people wanting to be part of the cause, wanting to have their voices heard, and wanting to show the power of numbers and the power of force. Certainly Friday night when we were out here, it was 24, maybe 30 agitators throwing rocks, covered head to toe, trying to instigate the police officers and the feds who were there. The vast majority, that's another big explosion, huh? The vast majority of the folks here seem to be those who are walking around, and you have these pockets of people who are intentionally
Holy shit,
causing
dude.
some issues. I'm pausing here for a second just to take a see if police are moving up any closer. Obviously, the biggest concern anytime you have a car fire, but especially when you have a car fire surrounded by people standing around as you have a gas tank.
I like how he's trying to downplay it, but he's like, that's another big explosion right there.
Used to over the last day and a half to tell.
Let me get your logic here, ABC. So what you're saying is that we shouldn't take the whole crowd of people and label them for the actions of a few. I wonder if you liberals had that same logic when it came to January 6th. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you didn't. California Lieutenant Governor attempts to blame Donald Trump's unsettling escalation as the reason for the violence in LA. As images of a Waymo torched by leftist rioters goes up in flames beside her.
But even as people are voicing their disagreement with that, calling in the National Guard in the way that he did was not necessary, absolutely overkill, and seems to now being escalating the problem because of Donald Trump's actions.
Yeah, it sounds like what you're saying, if I'm understanding, is in your belief, what we're seeing, the car on fire, etc., is that escalation is directly correlated with the National Guard being brought in?
Well, I think that it's the
Let's see here.
It's an escalation. It's playing on people's emotions during what is absolutely very unsettling for most Californians. You know, over 80% of Californians believe that undocumented people should have a pathway to citizenship. We estimate that there are about 2 million people in the state of California who are undocumented.
You can't make this shit up. Well, speaking of Maxine Waters, here's her right here, and she says, "There's no danger, there's no violence. The president of the United States hates Los Angeles because we're a sanctuary city."
Yesterday, it seems that ICE was in Los Angeles in a number of neighborhoods, but they arrested David Werta, who is the head of one of our SCIU unions. We don't know why. We don't know where he is. We don't know why they're calling in the National Guard. There's no danger. There's no violence.
No danger, no violence.
The United States hates Los Angeles because we're a sanctuary city. He doesn't like us, and we're targeted. And so I believe that...
No danger, no violence. Okay? No danger, no violence, according to Maxine Waters. Just wanted to show this image right here to just kind of, you know, show her point and how valid it is. No danger, no violence.
He really wants to have martial law to show that he's in charge. He's the president of the United States, and all of the city of LA is targeted.
And what do you think the reaction might be from the community at seeing the National Guard here?
Well, the community really is concerned about the National Guard and whether or not they're going to use the weapons that we see them armed with right here today. Why do they have all these weapons? Who are they going to shoot? And why would they shoot anybody, even if someone was protesting against ICE?
Again, let me remind you, Maxine Waters says there's no violence, there's no problem at all. Insanity. I didn't see this earlier. Watch as a lunatic at the migrant riots of LA on stilts tries to press into police. They instantly bring him to the ground. I didn't even see this earlier. I did not see this clip earlier. Holy shit, man. What did you think we were going to accomplish? Seriously. What did you expect to accomplish right there? What an idiot, dude. Holy crap, these people are insane. Last night, obviously, things started calming down. Am I wrong about this? I feel like things started calming down around midnight Central, which is about 10 p.m. California time. I feel like that's when things started calming down last night. But tonight is far more widespread than last night was. So it seems to be because last night was kind of isolated to that one little area. There's multiple areas, and there's a lot more people out tonight. Wait, hang on. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What's good? Oh shit!
Over in
shit!
Street area. But what we're seeing now,
what the hell?
These are anarchists. These are not law-abiding citizens. These are people that want to cause problems, and they've come into LA to do so.
Wow. And as you're saying that, we're watching somebody who was doing backwards donuts in that intersection.
Dude ain't got
driving through without a shirt on with this minivan.
What?
Not sure what his intentions were or what's going on there, but this guy's taking off at a
Holy
high rate
shit.
of speed. And you know, there's people out
This
in the
ain't
streets
good.
right now. We don't know if he was
We got a car chase,
angry at
boys.
the protesters or part of the
We
protest.
got a
We just
naked
don't know.
man in a
But there's so many
minivan.
people out walking
Has
around
lost
the streets,
it.
law enforcement officers.
He's
other
naked.
people that are out there, and he's putting all of them at risk now with whatever
shit.
he's doing here. This is just more craziness. He was doing those backwards donuts in that intersection. Seemingly, it looked to me like he was trying to target somebody. They were throwing things at his vehicle. What we're seeing now is he is slowed down. I'm not sure exactly where this is. If we could get our locator up from Air
What's he
7
doing?
just to see what exactly this guy's. It's Alvera Street. It kind of looked like Alvera Street. Well, he's driving around Alvera Street. He's got no shirt on. He's driving that minivan. It just stopped. I don't know if it ran into a bollard there or what, but it
We
just
are
stopped.
back.
And now he's backing up.
I hope no one gets hurt. I want to be clear.
And
Mark,
I hope no one's hurt.
Go ahead.
LAPD is aware of this individual, but I'm not sure if they really know what to do. Well, I was going to say he appeared to be trapped in that area with those blockades, and now he's flying down Main Street back to where that blockade is at an extremely high rate of speed, slamming on the brakes now. This is Cesar Chavez and Main Street, and there's so many people just out walking around right now. I don't know if he's going to slow down before he gets to this barricade. You see some people running. We're a little bit blocked right now because we can't see what's going on the other side of that building. So I'm not sure if this guy in the vehicle stopped or if he continued on. Zoom back in, left, Rob. I think that's him right there.
I don't know what he's doing.
Look at the way that driver is driving. Is this somebody on drugs? Are they drunk? Who does that? Who drives in reverse like that?
He's driving in
the middle
reverse.
of other traffic, endangering innocent people. That's a scary situation in its own right.
Oh, he's out of the car now.
Oh,
he's
shit.
decided to abandon that vehicle.
Oh, shit.
And what? He's got a hold of a dumpster trying to move it, but unsuccessful. So now he's got to get back in the car. And by the way, I think I saw some shattered glass. I think that the agitators were able to throw a piece of concrete or what have you at him, and he was able broke through the window because then he was throwing things back out again.
Look at the way that driver is driving. That is a very scary scene. It's almost like this person is a rogue person who is out of his mind. And look at the crowd.
Everybody's coming towards him because he's stuck. He's stuck there. Now he's going to do things quite illegally to get out of the way. But it's clear that he was trying to go after the agitators or whomever is left over in the downtown area. And look at that. People are throwing things at him. So apparently the sentiment was, okay, you're not with us. Therefore, you're against us.
So this feed is a tick ahead right here.
Hit the motorcycle.
It looked like he was aiming for him.
Yeah, this feed is a tick ahead of one we were just watching.
This person is clearly upset and just driving erratically, not in any sort of mental state.
You know, if things weren't bad
enough. This may be an enclosed area.
Oh, shit.
This may be some kind of a... Oh, those are the railroad tracks.
Oh, shit.
This guy is definitely out of control beyond what normally you would think.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, he's putting a lot of people in danger here. We don't know his motive.
The tire.
All we know is that he's
driving
really fast. He appears at various times to have been aiming at people with this minivan. People have been throwing rocks and bricks and all kinds of things at him as he's gone through intersections. He was doing reverse donuts in an intersection and going very, very rapidly. He's going through these downtown streets now. It's kind of a maze, kind of a warren of streets, some of them one way, some of them very narrow. He's right by the railroad tracks here.
That's the tracks.
And it's frightening to see. It's just one of the many unsettling things we have been watching throughout this day and this evening when there have been protests
he's pissed.
of ICE raids.
Bigness and botch it.
Bigness and this used by LA County.
Where are the police?
And
where are the police?
Street. It's one of those back streets. It's small. And we don't know. We'll have to see if he's trying to make his way back toward the demonstrations to see who's available to chase this guy. I don't think anyone is, at least at the moment where we're seeing it.
It's almost like you need. It's almost like you need the National Guard to help you out if you don't have the resources
at such high rates of speed.
To be fair, if I was a grown-ass man that had a minivan, I'd be pissed off too. But
out in the streets, and in the middle of that, of our reporting of that, we are seeing this man behaving very erratically in this minivan. We're not sure if he's either targeting the protesters or if he's one of them, but it appears at least that he is in some way unhinged. He doesn't have a shirt on. He's driving this minivan at very high rates of speed. There's significant damage. There have been a few collisions with various inanimate objects. No people that we know of yet. No vehicles that we know of yet.
Dude, the police need to get this guy. This guy is dangerous. He's going to kill someone.
Now continuing, Gabe, can you give us an indication of what street he's on? The federal building.
All right, I'm going to the other feed. Oh, wait. Yep, there we go. Okay.
Law enforcement is involved at all.
And again, I'm watching that white light. I have no idea what it is. It continues to be following this vehicle. It continues to be in our shot.
Yeah, it's so funny, Christine, because you see it on that monitor. I don't see it on this monitor. So it could just be the monitor.
He almost ran over somebody.
Right. My bad on that. Okay.
But it is unusual.
It is a distracting monitor I'm looking at here, so forgive me if anybody else is seeing this on their monitor. It's a very strange thing. Okay, so let me avert my eyes to another monitor where we see no light here. Okay, so again, what is the mindset of this person, and is this a rogue lone person who's taking matters into their own hands to try to make a statement against those who are still out on the streets?
Exactly. That is the question. And there are definitely people that thought that he's not with them. He's not with the agitators, that he was trying to do something to distract or interrupt what they were doing. At least that's what it appeared to be. He's driving at a high rate of speed, considering he's on a surface street and made that turn to the left awful quickly. I'm missing the smart navigation so we could tell precisely where he is in the LA area. But he's going at a pretty good clip. No one's near him. Whoa, that was a little too close.
Yeah, something is not right with this driver. The behavior is way too erratic to be normal. Not sure the area that this driver is in now, but obviously we've pulled away a little bit from the downtown area specifically itself.
We've lost him.
A little bit more residential here, and not sure where this driver is.
Got no shirt on.
Oh, wait, we found him. We found him on the other feed. We found him on the other feed.
Looks like one of the...
All right, there he is. He is parked.
Back out of the car.
Is this the vehicle stopped? Like
stopped?
He drove home?
He drove
and it's, you know, I don't know if this person got caught up. There he is right there, shirt off. Oh, please don't get back in the car.
This dude is pissed.
That's the guy that we watched try to move a dumpster unsuccessfully.
I mean, he's got a sense that there's this helicopter overhead. It's you know, it's not overly warm out tonight to be without a shirt on in LA. It does cool down at night, so that is bizarre in itself.
You know, a lot of times we show, like, you know, all the attractive women for all the dudes. Well, ladies, you've been asking for some eye candy. Ladies, you're welcome.
Let that be. This is very bizarre.
This guy
very bizarre indeed. So now he's gone into the back. What is he doing? He's pulling out, oh, I just need to shake this shirt or jacket or something, because now I'm going to put on my jacket. Meantime, he left the driver's side door open. Oh, so he, you know, the reason why likely that he's shaking that out is because I'm pretty sure the window on the driver's side was broken
left
at the
door.
least.
Oh, has he got another vehicle?
Oh, no, getting
He's
into
got
another
vehicle. Let's go. He's Batman. This is Batman. He had another vehicle set up. Let's
out
go.
That jacket, I believe, because it was full of shattered glass from the window. But what is that? So that car is on. And he decided to open the door and throw that jacket in. Meantime, he did leave the door open.
Oh, shit.
On the driver's side.
Oh, shit.
Approaching somebody.
Oh, shit.
Police.
Oh, police are involved. They are indeed aware and involved.
Damn.
Well, this is a good thing.
Well, at least they called
They were
him.
watching our coverage here on.
I thought he had another vehicle, dude. It was going to turn into like the Batwing or something. That would have been so cool. And it would have been like he would have had one of those fat suits like Tom Cruise uses in Mission Impossible, and he would have been like ripped and jacked, and he would have been like, I'm Batman. That's what I was hoping
Specifically
for.
where he is, Vanna Street and East 1st Street. So just outside the downtown Los Angeles area. It's odd. He was not very, he didn't resist arrest. He didn't seem all that surprised either. The police suddenly came upon him. Meantime, the woman that he was talking to, police are saying, no, you need to back up. You need to back up. And she looks like she's objecting to all of this.
Meantime, not sure. Is she? No, she seems to be talking with that officer.
Okay, so a little update. President Trump is in war mode. He just tweeted out, arrest the people in face masks now. So President Trump is in war mode right now. He is not fucking around right now. And he is, let's go back to True Social. Looking really bad in LA. Bring in the troops. Trump is not messing around right now. Holy shit. This is crazy awesome, man. What a night. What a night. Governor Gavin Newsom is blaming Trump. 4 minutes ago, he tweets out, let's get this straight. Local law enforcement didn't need help. Trump sent troops anyway to manufacture chaos and violence. Trump succeeded. Now things are destabilized and we need to send in more now things are destabilized and we need to send in more law enforcement just to clean up Trump's mess. Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, it's just Donald Trump's fault. Unbelievable. It's always Trump's fault. Always Trump's fault.
King.
I didn't see this clip. So was this yesterday? Was this this was posted at 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I have not seen this clip. This is amazing. I can't believe I haven't seen this yet.
They're coming out. They're coming out. They're coming out.
Watch out! Fuck you!
Where you going? Where you going? All you dumb fucks are standing there. Where you going? Talking all that shit. Holy crap. That's the first time I've seen that clip. That was amazing. Well, right now, the California government is still fully in charge of this. Hang on.
We're not going to let our dress be torn apart. I was trying to encourage
what?
The administration.
What was?
But we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to us. But we're not going to let our USA be torn apart. I was trying.
What? Am I the only one hearing that? Was that just me? What? Hang on.
But we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to us. But we're not going to let our USA be torn apart.
I thought it was me. I was like, wait a minute. Am I just tired? I got to hear that one more time. That was weird.
But we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to us. But we're not going to let our USA be torn apart.
I was trying to encourage the administration that if they...
Why is her voice normal and President Trump's was like that? The fuck? Doug Imhoff says, I am a proud longtime resident of Los Angeles and I love this town. Its people and what it stands for. Now, the reason that this is so important is Doug, who is Kamala Harris's husband, what it means is that Doug actually took time away from being pegged to make this tweet. So, round of applause for Doug. Great job, buddy. Good job, man. We're glad that you took time away from being pegged to make that tweet and take a proper stand for Los Angeles. So, good job, buddy. It does feel like things are starting to slow down, but I've been saying that for the past 3 fucking hours, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Well, we've still got some fires. We've got not a whole lot else going on outside of that. But yeah, if we do have stuff going on tomorrow, I will cover it. And I do appreciate all of you guys and gals. And go home if you're in LA. Just go home and lock the doors. And or if you're not home, but you're in LA, go to the bookstores. There's the safest places in LA right now. Bookstores are the safest places. So make sure you go there. And thank you guys. And I hope you have a good night. And I'll talk to all of you later.